True indeed with you. Holy Circle Gaming. Thank you for rocking with your boy like always. Definitely a privilege and an honor to do as such. Man, y'all see what we getting into. We back at it. Marvel Puzzle Quest. Continuing the series. You know how we get down. We got a few things we want to get into. But let me go ahead and do this first and foremost. First of all, off top, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to what's been going on in the news. If y'all heard about that shooting that happened in Vegas, that was very tragic. So, off top, prayers go out to each and every member who's been affected by that, whether directly with people and family members who lost their lives or who has been injured. Shout out to every single person who was on team trying to help out. I see everybody saying pray for Vegas. We need to pray for everybody at all points and times. That's first and foremost. So definitely throw your prayers up to each and every person affected in that particular tragedy. And not just that, y'all. We had a lot of things that was jumping off in a short succession of time. We had the floodings out in Texas. We had the hurricane in Miami that hit Puerto Rico and all that. We had the earthquakes down in Mexico. So, man, throw your love, prayer, and support out to each and every one of those situations, man. Because there's a lot of things jumping off, a lot of things that's going on. It's pretty crazy in the world. And for me personally, I'll always consider it a privilege and an honor to just do the simple things, like the things I get a chance to do today, which is get on the YouTube page, get a chance to holler at the squad who gets a chance to look at me, do what I do, get my game on, and I consider that a privilege and an honor and a blessing, and it's only by God's blessing that I have the allowance to do as such. So definitely throw your prayers and support out to each and every one of them. Yeah, it's tragic, man. So the one thing I'll tell each and every one of y'all, if y'all checking it on the stream, if y'all checking on the YouTube page, y'all just be safe. Y'all be prayed up. Y'all, be aware of your surroundings at all time because, I know everybody goes through many situations, big or small, and it doesn't have to take a big tragedy to make sure that we rally around each other and look out for each other at all times. So make sure you definitely make it a point to do as such as well. Man, that's coming from your boy True Indeed. So, if y'all need anything or whatnot, definitely reach out. Hit me on the comments below. I always have my team of people hit me on the comments below, so I definitely make it a point to try to respond as soon as I can. If I don't get to y'all like at an immediate form of fashion, I do apologize, but I definitely try to do it as such, man. But I definitely appreciate y'all support in my regard. I did not have anybody affected directly in those situations, but I do have family members who do live out in the Vegas area. I will tell you that my family out there has been perfectly fine. They've been doing really, really good out there, so it's definitely definitely a blessing in that regard that everybody's doing fine on that particular front. Don't have too many people that was affected by any of the other situations out in Houston and out in Florida and Puerto Rico and the Mexico shot. Not too many people affected in that regard, but I do have other friends and people connected to the circle who were affected by those. So that's why I said definitely get your prayers up for each and every person who's affected by that. So definitely want to get that out the way first and foremost. But let's go ahead and get into it now. Let's go ahead and get into some gameplay a little bit. We're in between time, y'all. We're in between seasons right now. So y'all see what's jumping off. You got the combined arms season jumping off. I haven't even took a look at this just yet. Just to give y'all a quick ideas, all 2 stars, 3 stars, and 4 stars. And the awards is jumping off. If you actually get a chance to make your way through, you got that Miles Morales you get your hands on. Some people like Miles Morales. I'm not really overly big on Miles Morales, but it's definitely not a bad card to have. And that 3-star Wolverine is always a good look. If you could get to 900, that Medusa is not a bad look. It actually would help my team, so I may possibly give this some run. I'm not 100% sure, but I might give it some run. I'm not sure. I am kind of deep into this Web Wonder event. That's what's jumping off right now for me. Only because I want to get my hands on that rogue. Shout out to my man E-Hero. He's the one who said jump on that Web Wonder so I could go ahead and get a chance to rock with that rogue. So I definitely want to give that rogue some run. So I definitely been trying to push to definitely make sure I at least get one of those covers so I can at least give it some official run, maybe show it to you on stream sometime in the near future. Always make sure you get your Deadpool dailies cracking, and I think this is the last couple of hours, man, for the Shield training. So if you have a upgraded you got an upgraded Professor X or anything like that, this would be definitely a good time to get some use out of it. I did, but I kind of got off my Professor X. I needed to add some other characters into my squad pretty quickly to make that happen. So that's the reason why I don't have Professor X up there. I didn't have enough covers to really make that happen, so it wasn't really a big deal. But it's cool. I wasn't really tripping off that. My primary focus is to do a story mode, which has been opposite of what I normally been doing. I normally been focusing on my verses, so that's kind of been my primary focus. Versus mode, make sure I get as many command points as possible. That's kind of been my focus. When you're transitioning from being a 3-star team to a 4 or 5-star team, the quickest way you can kind of get that without paying any money is to really kind of rally up and get your command points happening. So if you can get your command points up, is actually a good look. And that would definitely help because command points give you a chance to get into a couple of pools, which actually gives you a chance to definitely rock and get some get yourself a chance to get some 4s and 5 stars. And it's funny because if I'm not mistaken, y'all, the other thing I want to talk about, man, it's like it's the 4-year anniversary of Marvel Puzzle Quest, man. How crazy is that? One of the questions that I would have to ask y'all is, wow, how long have y'all actually been playing the game? I think I've been playing the game for, I want to say a click above a year. Maybe that. I think it's actually less than a year. I don't think it's a full year. But I think it's been pretty close to a year. What 4-star am I going to use? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's use, let's do, we'll do Gwenpool for right now. Doug, how long have y'all been playing this game, man? I think it's been, I want to say it's less than a year for me. It may be pushing close to a year at this juncture, but not necessarily. I don't think it was necessarily been a full calendar year. At least on my Steam version of it. And if y'all are unaware, I do run on Steam. I did make mention to this in my comments. I do run on Steam. I don't necessarily run on mobile per se. I used to run on mobile, but in order to get the video footage up in a proper way, it was much better for me to run on Steam for all of you because it gives me a little bit more clarity and it's actually a slight bit more fluid, even though my mobile squad was pretty alright until I kind of just went exclusively to my onto my Steam squad. So but how long have y'all been playing, man? I want to say it's about a year. I have to shout out to one of my members of my circle, Boom Boom Shot Put. He's actually the one who put me on. Prior to playing this game, I used to play a game called Gems of War, which is somewhat similar, not exact, but a little bit differently. If I played Gems of War, I did get down to play Gems of War for a period of time. I actually like that too. It's not horrible by any stretch. I actually played that on my P4. Just to give y'all an idea of how I got really involved in playing some of my Match 3 games. I know there's been some other ones, Puzzles and Dragons, some other ones, but this has been the one that actually stuck with me. I actually like the format. It's not overly difficult. It's not overly simple. D3 and the rest of the team who makes this game did a outstanding job in putting this game together, especially for a mobile game that is free, because the one thing I really do like about this game, more so than most other free games, including games like Candy Crush amongst others, I'm not going to blast a lot of other squads because they do put in a lot of work in their games as well, is that the one thing about this is that there is a legit way that you can actually play this game, be successful without necessarily dropping any money into it. And it's rarity because in most mobile games, you really don't have that opportunity to do as such. It's either going to be one or the other. You're either going to pay money to win, the pay to win model, which a lot of games run off that model, which I'm not completely crazy about because I figure that everybody should get a fair shot to win if you put in the time. Or you go through a model where you have, like you see here, where you have a legit chance to win if you just put in the time. And a lot of time, if you just put in the time to play the game and play it the right way, you can actually be successful. And do I think I'm the best player in the world? Nah, I ain't the best player. I'll be the first to tell you. I haven't played the game long enough to be a great player. I mean, that's the reason why I love reading my comments and everything on the board, because I take all your comments into consideration, because a lot of you have been playing this game a lot longer than what I've been playing. A lot of great strategies I've learned. Some of it I kind of develop on my own. If y'all saw some of my previous videos, y'all will understand that I do have strategies and concepts that actually work. That is a culmination of not just my strategies, but strategies that I have amongst my circle. So y'all definitely want to check out some previous footage. Y'all can. One thing I am going to be working on pretty soon, though, in regards to that, I am going to be working on my top characters. I am going to do a revamp of the top overall characters, top 1 stars, 2 stars, 3, 4s, and 5s. I am going to revamp that and do that sometime soon. Once they get on the threads and actually put out a full composite, they normally do it closer to Christmas time, a full breakdown of like top characters. Then I'll give you my variation of top characters. That's what I did the last time. I gave my variation of what I felt was the top characters across the board, against the ones that people voted on. I do read the board. I do read the D3 Go boards and Marvel Puzzle Quest pretty consistently. I'm not on there every single day, but I do take a chance to actually take a look at it and see what's going on. And that was the one topic that jumped off. What's the best characters in the game? And I gave you my breakdown of what the best characters in the game and why. But I will tell you that some of my thoughts has changed on some of the characters, though. The more that I play with some of the characters, a lot of times I have a slightly different thought about what good characters what good characters I should use. There's been a lot of new characters introduced across this last year, so when we put the composite together again at the end of the year, you're going to see some changes from my top 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars this year versus what I had last year. So there's going to be some amendments, there's going to be some additions, there's going to be certain things I'll be like, maybe, maybe not. So we're going to work some things through. So that's something that's going to be looking forward to down the line. There's a bunch of other topics I want to cover as well, and we're definitely going to get into it gradually. We'll gradually get into it at some point. Let's do this. Let's go with let's go here. Let's go with Iron Fist. Let's do we'll do Wolverine with 2 stars. Should I stick with that 2 star? Yeah, might as well. Actually, you know what 2 star I'll work with? Let's work with... Do I have my... yeah, work with Human Torch. We'll work with HT on this one. Human Torch to make sure the greens cook. The purple's black. The reason why I went with this combination is the purple-black combination. I could do a few different things with the greens now. The greens won't be a complete waste. Really... The game plan is to kind of make sure I get as many purples fast. I don't mean to really get the red. That was a mistake. That was a mistake play. Really, with this particular setup, is to really kind of generate one or two things. Either generate the greens or generate the black. One of the two. Mainly black first, because I think I could do those quicker. But greens is not necessarily a bad idea. What I could do is really kind of do this. I could get my purples cooking first, throw a lot of black gems on the board, and basically wash them out. That's actually not a bad concept, so I think I'm going to go with that concept and work on Kingpin first when that happens. So here's how this is going to play out. We got 2 shots with the black there. That should be able to wash out some. I could go ahead and spin the other set of them right now. Might as well. Because I'm going to get 5 in a free play. Then what I could do here, I could do one of a couple of things. I'm going to go Surgical Strike and actually wash those out and go ahead and take them out. So you see how really fluid that came out to be? Nice, quick, easy. That's basically using the gems to its advantage. Then I could go Fireball here and go ahead and take out Moonstone, and that's a pretty quick in and out right there. That team pretty much works. Not for anything else, because if you get caught up in the greens, the Human Torch greens will give you a little bit of a bailout, but more importantly, to be able to generate black, especially when you're not dealing with a high volume high volume teams, that actually works out to be pretty well. So a little bit of gameplay there. I'm not really going to dip in too crazy into the combined arms. I just want to give you a little bit of gameplay. What I do need to do, I do need to get into a straight cover pull session. But before I do that, let me go ahead and let y'all take a look at what's going on with the squad right now. Not too many changes. I do have Daredevil sitting in there, but he's actually going to come off. And don't get me wrong, I like Daredevil, but he's going to come off. I'm actually going to put in Spider-Man. I'm going to take the consensus from the room and take the 5-star Spider-Man versus the 5-star Daredevil, unless there isn't unless I pull another 5-star that matches up with Daredevil. If I pull another 5-star cover that matches up with Daredevil, I'll keep him on. But if I don't, then it will be Spider-Man going into the spot right there. Y'all see my squad right there. A little bit of move with Nick Fury. I got a cover from him, so he got a little bit of run. I do have that Professor X sitting there, but I am going to pull him off. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm going to pull him off and put somebody else in. I might put in Punisher as opposed to. Just so I can get my story mode cracking, because I do have a little bit of work on my story mode. Hopefully we get a little bit of run with this Elektra, because I would like to show y'all what that Elektra looks like, that 3-star Elektra, once I get everything up and flowing with her. So we'll see as we go along. So I have that. I have a bunch in a hole that has to get accounted for. Like I said, 2 Punishers, of course. But I am sitting on that Spider-Man, which I have to make a decision on pretty shortly, as well as Nova. If I get another Nova, Nova may get some run. I got a few 3-stars, a bunch of 2s I need to work on, figure out what I want to do with these 2-stars. But we're going to be pulling a bunch in a moment. So, because I got a bunch to pull. I got like 80 coins in this entirety I got to pull. So it's a lot to really go through. I got 3 in the Rogue and Friends. We're going to go over all that in a moment. What else do I have? I have 3. What do I have? 9 in the Taco Vault. So 9 in the Taco Vault. We'll go over that in a moment as well. I have 1 Legend token, which will pull that and see. 9 Heroic, 27 Elite, 21 Standard. Let's go ahead and jump right into it with a 2-star Captain Marvel. How was y'all cover pulls been going, y'all? I know the board's been saying the cover pulls has been pretty fire as of late. I'm not mad, y'all. It's been pretty okay for me too. I am going to pull these off because I know this is anniversary week, and you know it's funny because I think it was on the Instagram page. If y'all want to follow me, I do pay attention to my Instagram page. I will be putting some stuff up on the Instagram page sometime soon. I'm gonna give y'all some footage. If y'all had a chance to watch, I kind of saw where I was a few days ago. But one of the things they said on the Marvel Puzzle Quest page was in the 4-year anniversary, because it's the 4-year anniversary, what is your greatest moment? Excuse me, not your greatest moment. What is your favorite moment of Marvel Puzzle Quest? Very good question, because I had to say, when I saw it, I was like, whoa. I am going to respond on the Instagram page. I don't know if I'm going to link this clip into it or not. I'm not 100% sure, but it was actually a very legit question. So I actually, first of all, I passed that on to you. It is the 4-year anniversary. I did ask y'all how long y'all been playing the game, because that's important, because if you just now starting to play this game, you'll understand how fun this game is, and it became more of my primary game. I play a lot of different games, y'all. Don't get it wrong. I got a lot of different games I'm cooking right now. I'm playing Everyday Golf. I'm playing Mass Effect. I do play that on my P4. I got Pillars of Eternity. I'm running on the PC, amongst other things. I got a lot of things I'm cooking, including Elder Scrolls Legends, amongst others. I play a lot of games, and don't get me wrong, I work and everything too. I got a regular gig, so I work. That's the only reason why I don't run consistent footage every single day, or I would, believe it or not. But one of the things about this particular game is, what is your favorite moment from this game, man? You know what? Ooh, good 3-star right there, Squirrel Girl. That's not bad. And it doubles. Thank you with the Loki double. I like that. I wanted you to double with Elektra, but I'll take it. What is my favorite moment? You know what? I have a few of them. I mean, one of them that I will just throw out there, one of my favorite moments when playing this game was when I won my very first versus event. It was a bunch of people, and I actually pushed my way through to win my first versus event, and when I won my first story mode. When I won those first events when I was at the top of the chain, it actually felt pretty good to be at the top of the chain, because when you think about as many people who play this, and you would think not that many people play this game, but there's a lot of people who really gets down and play this game, and they're real consistent with playing this game. So to be at the top of the chain and win, especially your first time, it's actually a pretty exciting, good look. But I don't think it's my overall favorite moment that I have. I think my overall favorite moment, dog, that's a good question. My overall favorite, you know what? I will tell you what my overall favorite moment is. I'm gonna stop the poll session just for a quick moment before I get into the lead. I'm gonna tell you what my overall favorite moment is, and it really goes down to my roster. You see this Silver Surfer? My favorite moment is when I pulled my first 5-star. The reason why Silver Surfer sits on my line right now, more so than anything else, is because when I pulled Silver Surfer, my first 5-star that I pulled. And the reason why that's super important is because the excitement of actually pulling a 5-star is not like any other, because they just don't come as often, especially for a player like me. And the reason why it's so important to me when I say about Silver Surfer is that, is he the best 5-star? Nah, I don't think he's the best 5-star. I'm going to keep it a buck. Is he a good 5-star? Yes, he is very good. But he's not the best of the 5-stars. But he's important to me. And the reason why he's important to me is because he was my first one, and it's so hard to pull a 5-star because I don't sit there and pay to win. I don't drop any additional money to get any additional command points. I earn every single command point. So when I got my first pull at my first 5-star, and when that 5-star blinked up, and I remember doing it because I remember pulling it blindly, it was Silver Surfer, man, and that was my favorite moment of Marvel Puzzle Quest so far, is pulling my 5-star Silver Surfer. Now, don't get it wrong, I had some other 5-star pulls that I was excited about as well, but that first 5-star pull, when you pull it and when you see that 5-star action, when you know that, dog, it actually is obtainable. You don't understand how that feeling is until you really understand how obtainable pulling that 5-star is when you're playing the game and you're not putting any money into it and you're just pulling and pulling and pulling. And when you get that 5-star action and it shows up and it's like it's right there and it's usable right out the gate and you have a good reason to put them on your team and accelerate, and basically that helped me transition from being just a 2-star with a couple of 3s. I ran that Silver Surfer as hard as I could for as long as I possibly could until I got my 3 stars cooking and got the strategies and stuff right. It was then is when I got everything rolling, and that's what transitioned me to be into the player that I am now. And it kept me flowing because a lot of times when you're playing games, it's so hard to get top end cards and characters. And even to this day, even for people who pay and get those command points, it's still hard to get those 5-stars. It really is. And it really takes for you to get a bunch of 5-stars to really consider yourself elite. So, it's super fire to get that first 5-star out the way, so it's obtainable. And that's my most favorite moment of playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Don't get it wrong, it's really great to be at the top of the chain when you're winning your first versus event, or when you win your first story mode. But when you really pull those 5-stars and put them on your team and give that 5-star some run for the very first time, it's a great moment. I remember hollering at my boy Boom Boom Shot Put and Raccoon HD, part of my Holy Circle game. I remember hollering at them. We was in the lab and I was, I got that Silver Surfer, and I remember the face that my boy Boom Boom made. It was one of those, I'm happy that you got it, but I'm mad in the same token. I understand, because when he had pulled the 5-star Captain America, and I was so salty that he had pulled that, and then he wound up pulling it, and I was like, dawg, he got a 5-star. I can't pull nothing. My cover pulls were whack. and I pulled mine, and I was like, I got the Super Surfer, and he was like, yo, you're farther along than I am now. I was like, yeah, but I put it to work. It was so crazy. It was like one of those like crazy surreal things, because you would never think that, oh, pulling a 5-star is like that fire. Ooh, good double up, thank you. But in this instance, it was very, very, very good. It was a good feeling to pull that 5-star, man. So I'm always super happy when I get those 5-stars. I got a lot of I'm glad I got that Human Torch on my board right now, because I just pulled a bunch of Human Torches this go round. I'll tell you that. A lot of 3-stars, a good couple of double ups. I haven't really been talking. I did see I got a bunch of Dakins. I see you, E-Hero, with them Dakins. I got a bunch of Dakins sitting in there. I'm still salty about putting them on, man. Last time I had Dakin on there, man, it's been a long time, and Dakin is just not my character, but I will probably put him on. That's a good Hawkeye, and it doubles too with another Loki. That's a very good pull. Woo, very good. Like it. Like it a lot. 2-star, 3-stars, 4-stars in this heroic. I got 9 shots at it, and this cover pull session has been going pretty okay. Another Human Torch there. Another Human Torch. No, that's a Magneto there. So rolling pretty well. Wolverine, come on, can we get a 4-star out of it? Just one. 1 4-star would work. A 3 is cool though. That's a beast. I like it. But a 4-star would be super fire. Another Thor 3-star. Doesn't double. I wish it would have though. Another 3-star there. Black Panther. A lot of 3s out of the mix. I'm not really super salty about that. Another 3. Iron Fist again. Jeez. Get a 4. Can we get a 4? We got one. That's right. We'll take a 4. We'll take a 4. Not Fantastic 4, man. Come on. Come on. Well, I wanted a 4-star, not a Fantastic 4. Really? Come on now. Dog, I mean, it's cool. I ain't super salty about that. I mean, Fantastic Four is alright. He's just not my character. I'll pull that Legend 1 in a moment. But, man, Fantastic Four, really, out of all the 4-stars I could have pulled, it was Fantastic Four. It's alright. I ain't tripping. Taco Ball's what we got jumping off. Today's the last day for that Taco Ball. Who do we have in there? That's that Uncanny Deadpool you got in there. You got that Yondu in there as far as, like, top-end characters. That Coin is there. As far as, like, other top-end characters, you got Hood. You got Cyclops in there, Doc Ock, Thor, Captain of Marvel's up in there. Couple of you got a shot at Storm, shot at Spider-Man, of course. Pretty good top end. You know what I would really like out of here? That legendary coin would be really good if we got that legendary coin. That'd be a very official pull if we got the coin. But more importantly, I would love to get some of those. I need some of those heroic coins right now, but the legendary token, yeah, the coins will be good, but the legendary token will be fresh too. Either one of those two will be fire. ISO 8 I could always use. I did kind of run through a good 100k worth of ISO 8 to upgrade my Hood, so I could champion him out. Because I have pulled a couple of Hood characters, and no, don't give me no health packs, man. I already have health packs. You know, it was crazy. Quick thing about my health packs. Y'all saw on the last, I had about 20 some odd health packs. I ran through those health packs pretty quickly doing yo! Yo! Just talking about that coin, man. Yo! That's what's up. I'm not mad at that. That's cool. That's cool. Legendary token. Just talking about you. That's official coming out the Taco Vault. That's super hard to do. D3 must be very favorable coming out the top, man. And that's that anniversary love, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, D3. Appreciate the anniversary love. Give me a latest token, man. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad. So that's a good pull. Double back-to-back, you know, good pulls right there. I'm not mad. That's the second time coming out of the Taco Vault that we got that legendary coin. So I'm not mad at that at all. The last Taco Vault I didn't do it, but the Taco Vault before I did get that legendary coin. So Yes, not mad. That's a little bit of love coming off the D3 for the anniversary, and we needed them too. Needed them as well. Yes, we needed that room as well. So yes, the cover pull session is super fire right now. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. It's super fire for your boy. Getting that blade top in is a good pull too. Yes, and I got one more coming out of here. I do need that ISO 8 though. I'm not going to front. So I'm not going to front on that ISO 8 action. I did need that, but dog, coming up with those. That's another Dakin for you, E. That's another Dakin for you. I might put them on. I might put them on. We'll see. But yes, not bad at all. There's another legendary right there. That Rogue would be cool. That Cyclops would be cool. Professor X would work for me right now, to be honest with you. If I get that Professor X, it would really work for me like immediately right now. If I get that one top end, there's a bunch of other top end, Punisher amongst others. There's a lot of good top end we get some action on. So definitely good there. We're going to keep rolling. If we double up and get 2 coins in a row, that'd be super crazy. It wouldn't happen. It's not going to happen, but it would be love. That's a Punisher. We need him. Need that Punisher. You know, I took Punisher off for a period of time, and I'm kind of mad that I did take Punisher off, but I have to put him on for my story mode to get my Web Wonder out the way. So I got to put him back on now, but kind of salty that I took him off because now he's becoming much more useful. 2-star Storm there. The 1-2-star I will always keep on. Like I said, as far as my new players is concerned, if you ever want to know what my favorite 2-star is, it's going to be Storm. I think Storm is the best of the 2-stars, to be honest with you. Very complete in color scheme, good and balanced. Magneto will probably be number 2 or number 3, depending. But good pulls right there. Good pulls right there. Let's go ahead and see what's cooking here. I got 127. I got to really kind of work this out. Let's go ahead and sell all these 1-stars, 23 of them. That's cool. The 2-stars, we got to add a little bit to that Hawkeye because we did get a Hawkeye, which gives us some command points. That's good there. And I think I had a few Human Torches, so that's going to work out pretty good as well. I got a few of those hero points. Some ISO 8's going to cook from those. Heroic Token would have been another good pull if I had one more, but I ain't tripping off that. Something to use for the next time. I got a Black Widow as well, so that's a good look too. Oh, Gray Suit Black Widow coming up next with the next Black Widow, so that's cool. As far as my 2-stars is concerned, I got to figure out what I need to do with my 2-stars. I got a bunch of Captain Marvels that I probably need to consider more sooner than later. I got 1, 2, 3 Captain Marvels, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, let me recount. 1 there, 2, 3, 4 there, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of them too. It's a lot of Captain Marvels. 8 of them. 9 Captain Marvels. 10, 11. 11 Captain Marvels, 12 Captain Marvels, 13 Captain Marvels, 14 Captain Marvels, 15. Yeah, you got to go on right now. I gotta put you on. I gotta put Captain Marvel on. Gotta put her on. So we will be doing that. Captain Marvel will definitely go on for sure. I got 15 of them, so I definitely want to give her some run. So I may have to take my Storm down for a little bit. Normally I keep Storm up, but I may change my mind and actually take her down and maybe rerun Storm at a later point. But I need to get that Captain Marvel up and running pretty fast. Let's get that blade cooking first. Give me that modern blade cover, which I don't know if I'm going to use or not. I'm not a big fan, but I see a lot of people working that out pretty well. So I may have to reconsider my 4-star blade and what I think about it. Oh, another heroic token. We'll definitely utilize that. That's a good pull. We did pull a couple of Thors. 2 command points for the first one. 500 for the next one. A couple of Thors, not bad right there. Good couple of pulls there. Good run for Beast. That's good there. We got a Loki. Then we pulled a couple of Lokis too, yes? A couple of Lokis we pulled. Not bad there. Got that Hawkeye. Gave us a little bit of love. 172. And he's been getting a little bit of run as well. Iron Man's definitely gets run on my squad, of course. Put that Elektra up in there. We'll upgrade her. Not bad at all. We got to upgrade She-Hulk, which gives us that Gwenpool, which we need to upgrade too. We're going to upgrade that Hood. It gives us 1,000. Next one gives us 50 command points. That's good there. Anybody else needs to upgrade Hookup? Nope. Okay. Not mad at that. 4 stars. That Gwenpool needs some love. So we could definitely utilize that. I know the combination is not all crazy right now, but I definitely got to get that Gwenpool. So that I don't like the 154 combo, but it's gonna have to work. I mean, she'll be 213, so Gwenpool will definitely get some run more sooner than later. And then I got that 5-star Spider-Man still sitting. Not mad. I don't know what I want to do with that blade. Just yet, but I've seen a lot of good work with that blade. I'm not going to front. So Blade's been a very good character. So we'll see what we're going to do with that. We got a couple of coins we got to pull, man. Let's go ahead and pull this heroic first. 2-star there. Storm. What I can do is maybe kind of start boxing those. Maybe sell my Storm. Start boxing them away to regroup and get that Storm up and cracking. I want to get that Miss Marvel roll in to get some more ISO 8. Courtesy of my squad. I see y'all on the comments. Y'all said kind of rotate my 2 stars in and out. Very good tip and strategy. Especially when you're a 3-star and you need to upgrade and get some and get your levels up. It's actually been working out pretty well for me. So I actually been doing that. Very good tip. Let's pull these, man. I need a 5. That's a good 4 though. We're going to get a 4 here. Cloak and Dagger. You know, I just got off of my Cloak and Dagger. Dang it. I'm so mad. I just got off of Cloak and Dagger to make room for that Professor X. Dog, man. I'm so mad at myself. Another 4-star right there. I'm not mad at that pull either, but we needed him. We need Cyclops, though. That's a good pull. We need him. So let's do this. Let's pull one out of the classic too. Let's pull a classic as well. I got some command points I definitely want to pull. Another 4-star there. Agent Coulson. That's a good pull too, because we could use him. Then let's pull one more. We'll pull one more out of here. We'll pull one more. One more 4-star to go. Not a 5-star this go round. But that's the Katie Bishop though. But we can use her too. That's not bad. 4 4-stars that all could get some run. So that Kate Bishop gets some run first and foremost. I like that 2 and 2. I like the Katie Bishop. Even though I got that Hawkeye, I know Katie Bishop is not as official with that 3-star Hawkeye looming, but definitely could get some run because I can actually run them in tandem. Agent Coulson is pretty nice though. I got 1 of each with the Agent Coulson look now, so that's good. Slowly giving him some progress, but that's Cyclops. Yes, sir. That called shot. I like that. That'll definitely move him up to 172, so I will likely do that more sooner than later. I need some more ISO 8. But yeah, man, that's where we are right now, y'all, man. That's what we're looking like, man. The squad is looking really good. It's coming along. Good cover pull session. Shout out to my man E Hero who said I'm gonna ice mines down and wait until anniversary week. Good call. Because the pulls has been coming pretty official. So definitely put in your work this week. One thing I will say before I head out, one thing I would definitely recommend before I head out the building, 2 things. 1, show your love. Go on the Marvel Puzzle Quest page, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter. Show them some love, man. 4 years having a game out there is very hard to do, very hard to upkeep. So show them some love if you're a player, whether you're a new player or a veteran player. Show D3 and the rest of the team some love as far as like Marvel Puzzle Quest. I'll be doing the same. team, make sure you show some love and let them know that you appreciate the work that they do on this game first and foremost. Secondly, definitely, like I said at the top of the recording, definitely continue to have your prayers and your support to all the family members and people who's been affected by the recent events, whether it's the hurricanes, the earthquakes, the shootings, whatever it may be. And most importantly, man, y'all, look out for your team, look out for your family members, your immediate family, your extended family, look out for all of your friends, and y'all stay connected to each other as much as you can. Keep your friends and your family in prayer and constant thoughts. Make sure you always kind of do what you can to stay in touch with them, to make sure that they're in well-being, because you never know when any type of situation is going to strike and when that time may be over for them or for you. So definitely keep your prayers up in that regard as well. Outside of that, family, y'all know who I am. I'm Mr. True Indeed, of course. Y'all know who I represent. It's Holy Circle Gaming. Like always, it's God above everything. Till the next time, family, we'll do it again soon. Salute.